Okay, our next drill is a shoulder extension, T-spine extension drill. All you'll need is either a pull-up bar or a heavy barbell or any fixed object that's going to allow you to grab onto with two hands. Okay. Grab the bar with two hands, roughly shoulder width apart. You're then going to push your hips back, pack your shoulders, and allow your chest to come through. Okay. You'll use those breathing drills that we picked up at the SFG. You'll breathe in, tense up slightly. Breathe out, allow your chest to sag. The whole time you want to maintain a neutral back. Don't let your tail tuck underneath. Keep your back nice and neutral. And with each breath, try to sink a little deeper. It goes without saying that you should be keeping your shoulder packed in order to keep it safe. Kind of start building our shoulder mobility in a position that more closely mimics the actual movement. So what we'll do is we'll take a very light kettlebell, we'll snatch it up. Okay? We position our arm perfectly vertical. Okay? From here, I want you to really focus on tucking those hips underneath and make sure that everything's nice and stacked. We don't want to get any extension through our lumbar. We want to pack those shoulders nice and tight. Really sink that shoulder down, tuck the hips underneath, and using your breath again, breathe in deep, breathe out, and push your chest forward. The whole time you're pushing your chest forward, you're making sure that you really keep those hips tucked, you keep those glutes tight, and you don't get any of that extension from your lumbar. You're just getting it purely from your T-spine and from your shoulder. Okay. Only progress to this variation of the last stretch until you've really mastered the last one and gotten full extension from your shoulders. Okay? From here, clean, press up 2 bells, very light. I'm using 12 kilos for myself. Press them up, lock in that lumbar, tighten up those glutes, pull up the kneecaps, finish like it's a swing. From here, sink your shoulders down into their sockets, take a breath, push your chest forward. Okay, so now that we've actually covered the mobility drills necessary to gain that overhead position in the jerk, we're going to actually start building some stability in that overhead position and get a little bit more comfortable with the catch portion of the jerk. So what you're going to need is a pair of relatively light kettlebells. 8-10 kilo would probably work best for you. Maybe even a 12 kilo for stronger males. 16, maybe even 20 kilos. What you'll do is you'll clean them up and you'll press them up. Get into a nice solid overhead position. Okay? Get a good footing, make sure your shoulders are packed, and you're going to push your hips back and bend your knees. Okay? This is your catch portion of the jerk. From here, we can add some difficulty by taking steps forward, okay, and back, and side to side. This is going to teach you to control the bells in this catch phase. Lock out, bring the bells down, and then part. Once you get comfortable holding those bells in that position for a good amount of time, that'll let you know that you're ready to progress on to the next. So now, once we've gotten comfortable with that overhead jerk walk, your next step is to kind of develop the ballistic drive through your hips in order to get that weight up to about head height without using your arms. So what we're going to do is an exercise, or a drill I should say, called half jerks. What this is going to do is allow you to start developing the rhythm and the drive necessary to lift those bells up overhead. So you're going to take a pair of light kettlebells, clean them up, find a good position. You're going to dip your knees and pop up. So you'll dip, pop, dip, pop, dip, pop, dip, pop. what you're looking for is about 5 to 8 repetitions where your arms are very loose. Think about how loose your arm is when you're doing a snatch. That's about the level of tension you want in your arm. You're going to pop those bells up through your hips and then absorb them with your body. Pop up and absorb. Pop up and absorb. Once you get good at that, we can progress on to the next. Now covered the first dip and the drive. We've now also developed the stability, the overhead stability necessary for the catch. And now we're going to work a drill that's going to help us with that second dip that leads into the catch. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find a fixed object, whether it be a pull-up bar or a heavy barbell in a power rack that is around a couple inches above head height. You position your feet exactly as you would if you were doing jerks, so right underneath your shoulders. Okay? Your hands are going to be roughly in the same position as if you were doing a press. So you want vertical forearms, and you want your elbows at about a 35 to 45 degree angle. From here, you're going to work on wedging yourself under the bar. So you simultaneously push your arms up as you drive your hips down. Okay? If done correctly, you will feel very much pinned underneath the bar. We're going to progressively go faster in each rep, and our goal is between 3 to 5 repetitions. So here, fall under, fall under, fall under. Now notice, it's very important that you do not end up hanging from the bar, but are actually pushing your feet down as you simultaneously push your hands up into the bar. Once you've gotten comfortable with the half jerks, and then you've also gotten comfortable wedging yourself underneath the pull-up bar for that catch phase, it's a very simple transition into actual jerks. You just put the two drills together. So you'll clean the bells up. Feet are at shoulder width apart. We dip, we drive, we catch, we stand up. From here, you guide the bells down in a fast and controlled setting and dip again in order to catch them. So one more time. Dip, drive, catch, stand up, catch again. Dip, drive, catch, stand up, dip again. Dip, drive, catch, stand up, dip again. So we've covered the mobility drills for the jerk, we've covered the stability drills for the jerk, and then we've also gone through the actual movement drills for the jerk. When you start out, keep your volume low, work from one drill like the half jerk back into actual full jerks, work the pull-up bar drill to kind of groove the catch, and then go right back into actual jerks. With continuous steady practice, there is no reason for a strong male to be able to do double 32 kilo bells, or for a strong female to be able to do double 20 or double 24 kilo bells. It's all about developing confidence within the movement and actually getting your hips and your shoulders to link together in order to kind of catch those bells overhead. Hopefully some of the stuff that we've shown you today is very, very helpful, and I look forward to your feedback. Thank you.